Subscribers, and today I am basically going to be talking about an anime called Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online. It's a really good anime, really good story. If you've never seen it, I really recommend it. It's a really good anime. That's the anime that brought me into liking anime and watching more animes than I should, and some animes that are questionable. Very questionable. But yeah, if you've never heard of Sword Art Online, here's basically a sum up of the story. Your main protagonist, Kirigaya, or Kirito, at, as everyone calls him, is an ex-beta tester in a game called Sword Art Online. And when the game finally releases in the anime for Sword Art Online, the game starts with 10,000 people playing the game. As the game's kickstart day first starts off, when everyone gets in, they all notice their logout button is missing from their login screen. And then they're all teleported into the town center, and the creator of the game, I'm not going to tell you his name so you can watch and figure it out for yourself. But basically, he says this is not a flaw. The logout button was taken out because this is my world. You all have to play through the whole game in order to leave. And he says they have to make it past floor 100 or defeat the boss of floor 100, and then they can all go. But he says a death in the game counts as death in real life, and the first people to die in SAO were mostly beta testers because their parents just decided to remove their headgear, and the headgear is what allows them to play the game because it puts their mind and thoughts into the game, using it as somewhat of a computer to transfer your emotions into that. It's, it's kind it's kind of confusing at first, but then you figure it out. But you follow this character called Kirito, and as you follow Kirito, you get some love interest. You get some awesome battle scenes with the anime. I really love this anime because it's good quality. It's got good fight scenes. It tells a decent story. Not many animes can do that nowadays because they're just like, oh, let's do this. I think it will tell a story. You can't just say, I'll think it will take a story. You have to know it will tell the story. Because if it's not going to tell a story, it is not worth watching. So, I really recommend this anime for any new anime watchers who want to get into anime. Sword Art Online is really a basic anime for me. It was the whole thing that kicked off my love for anime. It's a really good anime. There are two Sword Art Onlines. There's Sword Art Online, which is the first series, and then there's Sword Art Online 2, which has Gun Gale Online and Elfheim Online, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to get into because you'll have to watch it to figure out what I'm talking about. And basically, you follow your main protagonist, Kirigaya, through all of his challenges through being stuck in this world of, well, game world that he was forced into. He didn't know this was going to happen. And as the game started, there were, well, you start off hearing that it started off with 10,000 players. And then later on in one of the starting episodes, I think it's episode 2 or 3, they say there's that 2,000 have died. So you gotta ask, how did they die? Was it by someone trying to remove the nerve gear? Was it by death in game? We don't know. They didn't go into detail. But yeah, Kirigaya is somewhat of the hero of the whole story. So basically, you follow your main protagonist, which is Kirigaya or Kirito, and I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. And after SAO is defeated and the game is over, some of the people playing SAO never woke up, which was very bizarre because the creator of the game said once they cleared all the levels, they would be set free. But it turns out later there's a new villain, a part of the series, and he took them to do a little experiment and try and do something that was illegal in the anime, apparently. And basically, I love this anime. It's a really good anime if you want to start off with something really cool, really awesome. You have your slow episodes, your quick pace episodes, you have your epic battle scenes, you have this big mush of like stuff that you don't see in an anime nowadays. And basically, I would just like to say this is my favorite anime because honestly, it's really good, really well done. The story is told very well, and seeing everything come together, like, it's really interesting and really cool. So, if you honestly love anime, or if you never seen an anime and want to see an anime, I really recommend you watch Sword Art Online. Don't watch Sword Art Online 2 unless you've completed Sword Art Online, the first one, and because Sword Art Online 2 takes place after Sword Art Online. So yeah, if you were to jump in at Sword Art Online 2, you'd have no idea what they're talking about whatsoever in 90% of the stuff that goes on in Sword Art Online 2. So I'm going to wrap this up and just basically say this is my favorite anime because it's so interesting. It gets you hooked at the very beginning, makes you want to see how do they get out of this world, what challenges they went through, and how Kirigaya, your main protagonist, throughout the most of the story is going through all these struggles uh, and all these problems that he has to solve. It's interesting to see him solve them. It's interesting to see the episodes play out and see all the cool stuff that comes with the anime. So I'm gonna wrap it up here and say, hey, this is a fantastic anime, guys. You have to see it. And I hope to see all of you in the next video. I might do more reviews about animes later on, and I hope to see all you in my next video. And yeah, see you all for now. Bye bye.